Get on the ground! Get on the ground! On the ground! Roll over! On your stomach!
Now!
On your stomach now!
On your stomach!
On your stomach now!
So right foot in front of your left foot. Hang on 1 second for me, Chief. I'm just gonna have you stand like this, or if you're not able to, just stand.
Let's uncover how a jaywalking stop turned deadly, leading to the tragic death of Chinedu Okobi and a $4.5 million settlement for his family. On October 3, 2018, 36-year-old Okobi was stopped at the 1400 block of El Camino Real in Millbrae. Deputy Sheriff Joshua Wang approached Okobi in a patrol car, allegedly for jaywalking, as Okobi had crossed the street outside of the designated pedestrian crosswalk, seemingly to distance himself from Wang.
Can you put me on a ped stop at ECR and Cappuccino, and can you roll me one more unit, please? He's on foot. I'm just paralleling him on ECR. He's a BMA, about 6 feet tall, about 220 pounds, wearing a blue and black striped shirt. Still walking in traffic.
The police officers approached Okobi in a rather violent manner instead of trying to talk to him. Wang deployed a taser, and the officers engaged in a fierce struggle with Okobi, during which they used batons and pepper spray, in addition to deploying the taser multiple times. The noteworthy point is that Okobi was completely unarmed.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! On the ground! Roll over! On your stomach!
Now!
On your stomach now!
On your stomach!
On your stomach now!
Roll over!
On your stomach!
What'd I do?
On your stomach, sir!
Now!
On your stomach!
I'm gonna tease you again if you don't roll over on your stomach.
Get him off!
Okay, on your stomach! On your stomach, sir! Relax. Relax.
Spread the word of God.
Okay, all right. We'll do that. We'll do that. Roll on your stomach. I'll take these out.
The California Penal Code Section 835A specifies that the authority to use physical force granted to peace officers by this section is a serious responsibility that must be exercised with prudence and respect for human rights, dignity, and the sanctity of every human life. The legislature further finds and declares that every individual has the right to be free from excessive use of force by officers acting under the color of law. As outlined below, it is the legislature's intent that peace officers use deadly force only when necessary to defend human life. When determining whether deadly force is necessary, officers must evaluate each situation based on its unique circumstances and utilize other available resources and techniques if they are reasonably safe and feasible to an objectively reasonable officer. A peace officer's decision to use force shall be evaluated carefully and thoroughly, in a way that reflects the seriousness of that authority and the significant consequences of using force, ensuring that officers act in accordance with the law and agency policies. This decision shall be assessed from the perspective of a reasonable officer in the same situation, considering the totality of the circumstances known to or perceived by the officer at the time, rather than with the benefit of hindsight. Furthermore, the totality of the circumstances must account for instances where officers may have to make rapid decisions about using force. Individuals with physical, mental health, developmental, or intellectual disabilities are significantly more likely to experience higher levels of physical force during police interactions, as their disabilities may impact their ability to understand or comply with commands from peace officers. It is estimated that individuals with disabilities are involved in between 1/3 and 1/2 of all fatal encounters with law enforcement. Okobi attempted to flee in this situation as officers repeatedly used force against him. However, he was quickly apprehended, once again facing aggressive force from the officers without understanding why.
Show your stomach right now! Somebody help me! Right now! Somebody help me!
Get on your stomach!
On your stomach now!
Can you roll, medic?
Somebody!
Back up, back up. Come here, hey! Damn it. Stay back, stay, hold on.
Get on your stomach! Get
Stop!
on your stomach now!
Can we hit him again? Yeah.
Get on your stomach now!
Down! Damn it, damn it! Code 3 covered. Back up!
Now!
Stay on him. Stay on top of him. Stay on top of him. Stay on top of him. Stay on him. Give me your hand. Give me your hand. Stay on him. Get on him. Now. Get on him now. Stay in this. Stay in it. Stay in it. On your back. Okay. Give me another handcuff. Stay in it. Okay. Oh, I got it. Bring that arm over. Get it. Hey, back up. Relax. Please back up. I got OC too, so just stay in it.
The situation worsened when Okobi became completely unresponsive, prompting the police to call for medical assistance. The danger was so severe that paramedics on the scene had to perform continuous CPR on Okobi. Tragically, he was later pronounced dead at the hospital.
Okay. Watch your Hey. Hey. You okay? You have a pulse?
Hey, Sherman, code 3 to East Yard Millwood.
Check his pulse. I got it. Check his pulse. Hey, buddy, you okay? I need you to check his pulse, make sure he's good to go.
Yep, sounds good.
So get on him. Brian, get Brian as well. Make sure you get Deputy Lorenzati. She's been pepper sprayed in the face. Go ahead and take your car. Park it over here.
No, call for service. 40 units, you have 10-8. 76 still now. One off the 7 now.
Did we get photos of his, we need to follow him to the hospital. Can you take him to the hospital? Where are you going?
We're going to go to Peninsula. I got to get vital signs in first, though.
Okay. He's probably got a lot of drugs on board, which explains why he was fighting so hard. Hey, we need a monitor. Hey, Captain, we need a monitor on him right now. He's got a lot of drugs on board probably, too. This guy literally tried fighting us all the way. I think we need a monitor. Yeah, we need a monitor. All right, got it.
You guys got an idea on anything?
The other ones were not, because he pulled the wires off. Then he ran through the intersection and started fighting again. So when he went down, we all had to just basically dogpile on him just to contain his strength. Okay. So, all right?
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
Do you want me to go in? Everything. DJ, what's up? My deputy right there.
Okay.
Some 4 years later, Okobi's family quietly settled a lawsuit over his death for a massive $4.5 million sum, according to records obtained by The Standard. It appears to be the county's largest payout for a police misconduct claim in at least 5 years. The Standard unearthed the settlement through a public records request as the deaths of Tyre Nichols in Memphis and Keenan Anderson in Los Angeles renewed national outcry over police violence. On May 28th, Hazelwood Police Chief Greg Hall was stopped by O'Fallon Police on Highway K near Highway 364 at the Darden Crossing Shopping Center and was described as intoxicated.
How are you doing tonight, sir? Do you have your driver license and insurance? Where you come from tonight?
I'm actually from Halls to Night Castles to...
Okay. The reason why I pulled you over, you've been weaving quite a bit.
Well, I know.
How long has it been since your last drink?
Couple hours.
Couple hours, okay.
At first, it seemed like a routine traffic stop, but things quickly became complicated when the officer realized that the sheriff might be impaired. Sheriff Hall admitted to having had a few drinks, a detail that prompted the officer to proceed with a sobriety check.
I'm a police officer.
Where you work at?
Hazelwood.
Hazelwood? How long you been out in Hazelwood?
Since 1979.
Oh, wow. You're a police chief? Hazelwood? You said it's been a few hours since your last drink. You know how it is. I just got to make sure you're okay to continue. Where do you live at? Waterford Crossing? Okay.
With patience and professionalism, the officer requested Chief Hall to recite the alphabet from D to N without singing, a common field sobriety test. Chief Hall struggled to complete it, heightening concerns about his condition.
How about this, Chief? Just so I feel comfortable knowing you're not intoxicated and you're okay to go. Can you just recite the alphabet starting with letter D and ending on the letter N without singing? So D to N without singing. Starting on the letter D and ending on the letter N without singing. So D to N without singing.
D, E, F, E, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, Q, R, S, T, U, what a way and stop.
Chief, do you have your police ID and stuff with you? Greg Hall says he's the chief of Hazelwood.
As the sobriety checks continued, it became clear that Chief Hall was over the legal limit, his movements and responses indicating significant impairment. The officer contacted his supervisor to handle the delicate situation with care, given Chief Hall's esteemed position and nearing retirement in just 9 months.
Before I can let you drive, I have to confirm you're not impaired, okay? So we could either start with the PBT, see if it's necessary to do field sobriety, or I could have you do some field sobriety tests. Either way, I have to do something before I can let you drive, or before we figure out something else.
Anything for me.
Okay, no, take your time, Chief. How much longer do you have left out at Hazelwood? Are you just...
9 months.
9 months. You ready to be retired? I can only imagine how much things have changed since you started in law enforcement and seeing the way it's gone. So we'll do this and go from there, okay? So deep breath for me, Chief. I'm gonna hold it, just blow hard until that. Blow, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, hang on a second. We'll try that one more time. We're almost there. Deep breath for me, blow hard until I tell you stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Up, just a little bit longer if you could. All right, deep breath in, and then just blow hard until I tell you to stop. Hang tight right here. I'll get back with you, okay? You just live right up the street. Do you have your service handgun with you in here? No? You don't carry off duty? Hang tight, I'll be right back with you. Hey, Sergeant. Yeah. Sorry to get you over here, but you made the big bucks, so Chief Hazelwood, he is hammered drunk right now. Yeah. He's over at 2. Yeah, he is hammered. He was dodging sniper fire out there, weaving all over the place.
Is it all on the dash cam?
Yeah.
The driving and all the contacts so far?
Yeah, so he lives not too far from here up the street off K, I think. So he's like 6 to 9 months or something away from retirement. Said that he was coming from B Hulls and went to White Castle to get some food and then was heading home. So I asked him to do the alphabet. This is before I found out anything, and he said that he just completely butchered the alphabet. So so I got through all that, and then
you got field sobriety?
I haven't done field sobriety yet.
I'd handle it like you handle anything else.
Alright.
It's your call.
Size only. You would just stare at the tip of my finger right here, okay? You realize the position you're putting us in, right?
I understand. I've been...
Hands down at your sides. Hang on 1 second for me, sir. Just right foot in front of your left foot, heel to toe on that line. Keep your hands at your sides, okay?
I got
Bad ankles. How old are you, sir?
66.
66. So right foot in front of your left foot. Hang on 1 second for me, Chief. I'm just gonna have you stand like this, or if you're not able to, just stand like that. Let me just go ahead and explain, demonstrate this test for you, okay, sir? So from your stance, you're gonna take a series of 9 heel-toe steps on that yellow line, okay? When you get to your 9th step, you're gonna leave your lead foot in line, take a series of small steps.
9?
Yes, correct. Using your yellow line, 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth until you get to 9. When you get to 9, leave your lead foot in line, take a series of small steps. I just need you to remember, hang on 1 second for me, sir. Just not able to do this. I don't want to. I really don't want, I mean, you saw what happened in Chicago, right? With their chief police, and they look, I'm liable. This is all on camera. I'm gonna be honest, sir, like, this is a really bad position you're putting me in.
Drunk driving is the act of operating a motor vehicle with the operator's ability to do so impaired as a result of alcohol consumption, or with a blood alcohol level in excess of the legal limit. For drivers 21 years or older, driving with a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of 0.08% or higher is illegal. For drivers under 21 years old, the legal limit is lower, with state limits ranging from 0.00 to 0.02. Lower BAC limits apply when operating boats, airplanes, or commercial vehicles. Among other names, the criminal offense of drunk driving may be called driving under the influence, DUI, driving while intoxicated or impaired, DWI, operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, OVI, or operating while impaired, OWI. The police officer's supervisor seemed to want to help Chief Hall get out of this situation by asking him if the incident was recorded.
John Nesky, Chief Nesky, is on his way.
Okay.
And
he's on his way up here.
He's on his way. And we did our job.
Yeah. It's all being on camera. Hey, Chicago, I'm sure you remember when that whole superintendent...
Listen, I'm not making... Yeah. This is not... I gave... And I'm still recording. I gave courtesy to my supervisor.
Absolutely.
To let him know the issue. So I wanted him to be aware of what our decision was and give him the opportunity to make a different one or contact the chief. And he contacted the chief of police, and he lives down the street, and he'll be here shortly.
Perfect.
I will back you 100% in any decision you make on that.
I appreciate it.
Well, you know, unfortunately, here's what happens. It'll probably kill him eventually.
A man named Nesky later appeared at the scene to escort Chief Hall home, underscoring a noticeable disparity in the handling of the situation. It's evident that Chief Hall faced no consequences.
Nathan, if I take him home, or are you gonna have any issues?
Not at all. Not at all, Chief. I'm sorry to get you out here. I just
that's
want to make sure.
That's okay. Because you do what you got to do. Yeah. If you don't mind, I will take him home. He and I are gonna have a long talk on the way home.
All right. Yeah. Sorry, sir.
I'll take it. Nope. You did your job there.
Abuse of power or abuse of authority in the form of malfeasance in office or official abuse of power is the commission of an unlawful act done in an official capacity, which affects the performance of official duties. Malfeasance in office is often a just cause for removal of an elected official by statute or recall election. Officials who abuse their power are often corrupt. The City of Hazelwood responded to our requests, saying this was a personnel matter and there would be no public comment at this time. Hall told the officer he was 9 months away from retirement. He's been with the department for 43 years and took over as chief in 2013. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our future videos. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Did Mr. Worley, I know you didn't know his name at the time, but did Mr. Worley put his hands on the firearm at any time?
I drank the alcohol after I grabbed.
While certain officers misuse their power and forsake their oath, today's story reveals how instant karma strikes back with a forceful impact. Let's dive into this intense confrontation where Officer Matthew Rodriguez violently assaults Jaquan Smith. In this video, Officer Matthew Rodriguez deliberately violates and deprives Jaquan Smith of his civil rights under the guise of law. Officer Rodriguez argued with Smith. Then, the officer grabbed Smith and threw him around before slamming the teenager's head to the ground. 2 other officers were present and occasionally restrained Smith. Rodriguez was fired by the Warren Police Department, which released video of the incident in the summer. William Dwyer, who was police commissioner at the time, said, "Like everybody, I was shocked and appalled when I observed Rodriguez's actions. These actions were completely unjustified and unprofessional, ultimately resulting in criminal charges against him. This incident no doubt reflected negatively on every member of this department. A comprehensive internal investigation showed that Rodriguez violated multiple department policies and procedures. Given the totality of this incident, the decision to terminate Rodriguez's employment was clear and obvious." Rodriguez will be in court for his sentence on August. The maximum sentence is 10 years in prison. On August 9th, 2024, a man identified as Mac carried an AR-15 in Vancouver, Washington. Mac entered a Burgerville restaurant with the rifle slung over his shoulder. He even asked the staff about the store's policy on open carry. They seemed indifferent as long as he wasn't posing a threat.
Can I get a large Sprite? Thank you. By the way, I was curious, what's Burgerville's policy on open carrying firearms inside the store?
I don't know, I'm not paying attention.
Okay.
No, I'm not. As long as nobody's saying anything, I'm fine.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm not the same thing as long as you're not going to shoot us up.
I promise you I won't.
Okay. You'll just protect us, right?
Yeah. An armed citizen is a way to stop a lot of crime. So.
I'm not going to do anything as long as nothing's going on. In fact, I wouldn't even notice if you would have said something.
Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure you guys weren't going to get upset or anything. So, anyway, thank you.
After leaving the restaurant, Mac felt satisfied with the experience until the police arrived. Several officers confronted him, drew their weapons, and demanded that he put the gun down. Despite his objections, he was detained and asked to show identification, which he refused, citing his Fourth Amendment rights.
So either this is good news for City of Vancouver Police Department, maybe they don't care about open carry people, or this is good news for the population of Vancouver, and they did not call the police on them. Either way, kudos to you guys.
Hey, bud, stop right there. Stop right there. Put the rifle on the ground. Put the rifle on the ground.
I'd rather not touch it, officer. I don't want to touch the weapon. They're pointing guns at me right now. Can I put my arms down?
Go ahead and put your hands in. Put your hands in.
Okay. I'd rather not, sir. Am I being detained right now, officer?
Huh? Let me see your ID.
No, thank you.
What's that?
No, thank you.
Why are you saying no, thank you?
I know it's my Fourth Amendment right. I don't have to show you my identification.
Why are you walking down the road with a rifle?
Am I not allowed?
Why are you walking around with a rifle right now?
Why are you walking around with a weapon? Why is she walking around?
We're not going to play jokes, all right? We're working right now.
I'm allowed. It's my constitutionally protected right.
That's your firearm?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Registered to you?
I'm not going to answer any more questions, officer.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Go ahead and just check that real quick.
Just so you know, I don't consent to any searches or seizures of my firearm.
So why are you walking around with a rifle?
I'm not going to answer any more of your questions. What's your badge number, officer?
I don't have a badge number. If you can find one on there, let me know.
What's your name?
My name is Officer Rollins.
Officer Rollins? What's your name, ma'am? Officer Young? What's your name, ma'am? Officer Hernandez, is that correct?
Oh, I'm glad you can read.
All right, stay here. I'll be right. You watch him for a second. Stay right there.
Am I being detained right now?
At the moment, yeah.
What crime have I committed?
No crimes have been committed at this point that we know of.
It'd be great if you would just let me go. I didn't realize that I was in Nazi Germany.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Smith, as long as you understand that, based on your behavior and your actions, you have caused alarm and disorder in the community. You may pick up your firearm.
Which you've strewn my bullet all over the ground.
And you may leave, sir.
I really appreciate your service to this community, officer.
You're very welcome, sir.
And I appreciate you guys defending the oath you took to uphold the Constitution.
Sir, you were asked to walk the other way while exiting. Do not walk towards me with a firearm in your possession. Walk the other way, please. Thank you.
This is incredible. Officer, I need to get to my car is over there.
Sir, you were asked to leave that private property. You need to leave that private property or you're trespassing.
Officer, I'm trying to get to my car. It's over there. I want to leave.
Sir, keep your hands where I can see them at this point, please. I'm going to ask you to set the phone down so that you don't damage your own phone. Set it on the ground.
I just want to leave.
Please.
My car is right there.
Hands on top of your head.
Put them on your head.
Why am I being assaulted here? Am I being arrested?
Yep.
I want to leave.
Mac is arrested for trespassing, but the charges are dismissed.
A male walking over by the fireworks stand with what looked to be a rifle or assault rifle.
And when you noticed him, had police arrived?
No.
What are you thinking when you see him?
Possible active shooter scenario.
How did you react?
I ended up calling into my dispatch, putting them on standby to contact police.
Did Mr. Worley, I know you didn't know his name at the time, but did Mr. Worley put his hands on the firearm at any time?
He was holding it on his shoulder that I could tell.
But did he put his hands on
I
it?
do not recall.
And did Mr. Worley do anything that made it look like he was going to...
No, not that I recall.
In your observation of Mr. Worley from the point where he poured his Sprite until he walked out the door, did he have any mannerisms that made it seem like he was going to go for the gun?
No.
Was there anything about Mr. Worley's movements that gave you concern about him being an active shooter?
As in the way he was walking, or I don't understand.
Anything else about him gave you concern that he may be an active shooter?
No.
Did he point the gun at you at all?
No, sir.
Did you ever put your hands on the weapon?
No.
And did you ever put your hands on the trigger?
No, absolutely not.
However, the prosecutor goes after him for violating RCW 9.4.1.270. It shall be unlawful for any person to carry, exhibit, display, or draw any firearm, dagger, sword, knife, or other cutting or stabbing instrument, club, or any other weapon apparently capable of producing bodily harm, in a manner, under circumstances, and at a time and place that either manifests an intent to intimidate another or that warrants alarm for the safety of other persons. On April 28, 2024, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol arrested Worcester Police Chief Kurt Morsand after his vehicle crashed into a tree in LaFleur County while transporting his 10-year-old daughter in the back seat. During the conversation, Kurt acknowledged that he had been drinking at the cabins the previous night, and although he insisted that he drank only after the accident, the officer expressed skepticism based on witness statements. Despite his insistence that there were no other vehicles behind him, the officer reiterated that multiple witnesses had reported his erratic driving.
So what happened, man? We're literally camping on Quarry Island.
Uh-huh.
We woke up, we had to come here and get something.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, like, everybody's flying through here like we can, like, just go off the road. Because of the road. Because we're, like, just traffic's flying. Not trying to cut, I should have cut it harder. I was not drinking.
166 County, I'm back today.
When I hit that tree, I started drinking.
Oh, okay. Why's that?
Because I was stressed. God.
Hey, dude, don't get an attitude.
I'm not with
just
you,
asking questions. Especially, dude, you reek of alcohol, man.
I know.
You're slurring.
I know.
Yeah. Well, how much did you drink while you were sitting there, dude?
A whole crap load of vodka. And I don't mean to disrespect you at all.
No, I'm not saying you are. Just because right now, dude, it does not look great.
No, it doesn't. Yeah. I know that. My teeth are in my dang joints. My fucked.
I don't know, dude. Like, I gotta do the investigation. And because they were saying, dude, we got witnesses already saying that you were hitting guardrails and stuff back there.
Bullshit.
We got all these witnesses.
There wasn't anybody even behind me.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I drank the alcohol after I crashed.
Well, I know, but we got witnesses saying otherwise. I mean...
What witnesses?
I
didn't see anybody.
Okay, well, maybe not, but we have enough witnesses to say otherwise. I'm not trying to be a jerk, and maybe it would be different.
Why would I have been just rubbing the rails?
Are you on any medication or anything like that?
At nighttime I'm on...
Were you drinking at the lake at all last night or anything?
Last night I drank at the...
Man.
Are you gonna arrest me or not?
I'll have to do some tests and stuff, Kurt. It'd be different if you called me beforehand before you wrecked.
Well, here's the thing. I drank after I crashed.
Well, I still have to ask all the witnesses and everyone who came here. Where's the vodka bottle that you were drinking? Is it up there?
Vodka?
You said you chugged vodka after the crash.
I don't know. I'm on the side of the road.
Drunk driving is the act of operating a motor vehicle with the operator's ability to do so impaired as a result of alcohol consumption or with a blood alcohol level in excess of the legal limit. For drivers 21 years or older, driving with a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of 0.08% or higher is illegal. For drivers under 21 years old, the legal limit is lower, with state limits ranging from 0.00 to 0.02. The officer informed Kurt that they would need to conduct a series of tests to determine his blood alcohol content, BAC. Kurt appeared nervous and agitated, frequently expressing frustration about the situation and the impact it would have on his life, stating that his life was over due to the incident and prior personal issues, including a divorce.
I'm not trying to pick on you, man. I got
no,
called.
You're not.
Today's my Friday. I don't want to do this.
No, you're not.
Off. I got
my
one
life
more
is
week.
over. I'm fucked.
Are you going to perform some tests for me or no?
Tell me what to do.
What?
Tell me what to do.
Dude, I'm bound, man. Like,
I know you're bound as a...
Yeah, like, dude, it's like, as far as, like, me, dude, we have, like, 6 cameras on, video, GPS, 2 GPSs.
I know one being recorded right now.
Yeah, you will? Okay. I'll have to get on flat ground. I want to give you the best chance you can do, dude. I mean, I'll have to get on flat ground.
HGN's going to be over.
Yeah. Why, is something wrong with your eyes or what?
Probably.
Okay. I'm going to get on flat ground, and then we'll get a witness there, and then we'll give you a fair shake. And I'll get on as flat as possible, okay? I like to do it on that dirt road that they're blocking off. That way we're not in the way.
Matt.
What's up, buddy?
I'm not fucking drunk. We literally woke up and then we wanted to go get stuff to go back to the cabins right there on Worcester.
Dude, I'm not arguing with. I'm not saying.
I mean,
that's
no. What I'm
happened.
saying is like we woke up. We're gonna just hang out together.
Hopefully you crush this, dude, so we can both go home. I get off at 5 and I start my days off.
Well, HGN is not a crush.
Well, I'm just saying. Like,
The officer explained the legal implications of refusing the sobriety tests, including the potential suspension of his driving privileges. Kurt ultimately agreed to take the breath test.
You've been arrested and you request to submit the test or test to determine the presence or concentration of intoxicants in your body. The test will be a breath test. If a blood test is performed, it will be done by approved medical personnel under Oklahoma law. You are not entitled to consult with an attorney prior to making your decision to submit to the state's test. You may refuse the state's test, but as a consequence, your driving privileges will be revoked or denied. But if you don't take it, you're going to be suspended. So it's either going to be blow under, and it's the lesser of a charge, or it's up to you, man.
Let's go blow.
Okay. All right, I'm going to call for a record and stuff. Let's go ahead and have a seat, man. Let's walk around. Yeah, so we're not. Yeah. Delta 400 Grant.
I was like, my cabin's right there.
En route to LCDC for the state's test. Tribal police is going to stand by on the crash for the record to come pick it up. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Blow under what?
Delta 400 was there.
Well, I won't charge you with DUI if you blow under.
Because I process this shit really fast.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll tell you what, Kurt, if you blow under, dude, I'll cite you for PI, and then I'll just take you home.
He wants my job, though, too. No f***ing lies. Do you know what started all this?
The divorce, probably, maybe? I'm not sure.
I started ranking up.
At Bodo PD?
My ex-wife started looking all jealous all the time. I'm like, why are you jealous?
She being weird about you getting promoted and stuff to detective?
She, man, I went through this year ago. A dark cloud rolled in over me, and now and then I just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna live.
I mean, this is a bad situation for everyone.
It is.
It's not something don't think I'm gunning for you or anything like that, man.
I know that, man. I know that.
Worcester City Attorney Sean McKelvey confirmed to 5 News that Morrison submitted his resignation and that the City Board of Trustees will have a vote next week to formally accept his resignation. Morrison was booked in Latimer County, Oklahoma, but his charges are out of Leaflore County. His bond has been set at $10,000. Hopefully, this video has given you a clearer understanding of the dangers of corruption within the police force. If you found this information useful, please leave your comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.